Welcome back. Sorry for the delay, people. I know it's been quite a few weeks since we've been waiting for this CB project to move forward. Finally, we can start getting the bike back together. As you saw in the last episode, I had to get the head re-drilled and tapped. That's done. That's all ready. The problem I had was with a head gasket. Now, I hadn't used a company before. I'm going to tell you the name of the company, not to slander them or to bad name them, but just to give you my opinion and my experience. Now, the company that I went to was wemoto.com. Their pricing was average, not cheap, not expensive, so I thought I'd give them a try because I've seen other YouTubers using them with no problems, and they do seem to carry some of the stock that some others are not having. So, placed an order for the head gasket, paid delivery charge 3 to 5 working days, waited. Waited. 3.5 weeks later, almost a month after I placed the order, I think, enough. I'll get them on the phone. Rung them, managed to get through on the 3rd attempt, explained to them the situation. Nice chap on the phone, didn't catch his name. Said he'd just check, see what had happened. According to their computer system, the item had been sent out. Now, this was signed for. They had no record of it being signed for. So magically the item was lost in post. Okay, these things happen. So he said, would I like to send a replacement out? I said, yes, certainly. When will I have it? Let me check stock. We're waiting for stock in from our supplier. Funny that, because I ordered a part 3 weeks ago and it hasn't turned up and you can't find out where it is. I said, so what time scale am I looking at? Can't really tell you. Once we have it in, we'll send it on to you. I said, forget it. Refund me. End of. So that's what I done. That was my whole experience of Wemoto. I will not use them again, purely for the fact that I got no help or real assistance. And personally, I think the part was out of stock to start with, and it was just put on a back order. Now, if they'd notified me and contacted me and told me that, I probably would have waited. But as it was, I need this bike to get done. They didn't contact me, they didn't notify me, they tried to fob me off. So, Wemoto, I'm sorry to say, I had a bad experience. You won't be having my custom again. So, roll forward a few weeks. I managed to get a new gasket from my regular supplier, M&P's in Swansea. Thumbs up, guys. Within 2 days, it was at my door, well packaged. So, onward we go. Right, I've managed to strip off the old gasket. And luckily I didn't break away much material, because these can be you know what I mean. So anyway, this came off pretty good. So I've cleaned up the 2 surfaces. We'll get the new gasket on. I'm not going to make this a long-winded video. I'm not going to chat my way through it. I'm just going to get on with the work, get it rebuilt. You can watch. I'll probably fast forward some of it, but you can come along for the ride. This will be episode 24. I'll spin you around, have a quick look at the board, and we'll jump in. Thanks for watching, and please keep the comments coming. They're great. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at the board. Oh, look at that modern technology. He's got a tripod that turns around. Woohoo! Right, if I lift you off, we can have a quick look. This is episode 24. At last, the rebuild. We was up to £347.50. The head gasket was £21 including delivery. Stress, I put it £1 million. But we won't add that onto the budget just yet. So total so far is £368.50. Stay tuned, people. Let's get back into it. looking for my timing marks. But obviously they're not going to be in the right place for me to get the chain on. So can I get oh bloody hell. Right, that's not going to be enough then for me to lift the cam up and over. Right, let's have another look. So that's going to go roughly there. See? Little bugger. I need to be maybe there. And that isn't giving me. Right, I'm going to go and have a look at the book a minute, people, because this is starting to piss me off. So, stay with me. Right, I've brought it over this side of the bike now so you can see what was giving me the problem. Basically, I had to get, you see, the two lines on the sprocket wheel had to be level with the head when the timing mark for top dead center was on the mark. But to get the chain on, because you haven't got that much amount of slack in the chain, these lobes on the sprocket had to be down on the actual cam. But obviously that meant that I couldn't get those lines in the right place because I had to turn the sprocket. So what I had to do was I had to offset the flywheel, guesstimate where the marks would end up once it turned back to top dead center. Anyway, that's done. It's all in. I've got the two sprocket bolts back on, and when I do, if I can do it, a full rotation, where do we just fly past me, of top dead center, our marks line back up. So I'll do another rotation, come back to top dead center there, and our marks line up. So we know now that as far as the sprocket and the lobes are concerned, with top dead center, that's all back in line. First time for me to do this, so I'm learning, same as you people. I've put oil in the oil baths already, both sides, so that as soon as I start up, the lobes are going to be oiled. So next to do is rocket arms back in, bolts torque back down. So I'll stick you back on the tripod and we'll continue. We get in there. If you hear some noise, it's the heater in the background going. It's got a bit chilly in here now, so. And again, I'm going to be slackening off the tap bed adjusters and resetting all the valve clearance. These, according to the book, just drop back in on the locating dowels. Like so, or not. roll centre trias. Right, so look, maybe if I put the dowels in first. You are in the way again. There she goes, like so. So then I've got two head bolts this side. Front, two of the drop through the frame, making sure I don't lose the copper washer on the way. I'm only going to hand pinch these at the moment. That's the front. Which is that one. Back. And remember, I drew a little chart on a piece of paper and put all these onto. So I'm just basically taking them off the paper and putting them back in the orientation they came off. Well, that's the plan anyway. Right, so I'm going to get set up with a socket and torque wrench, and then I'll bring you back once we're ready to torque them down. Right, I've got the bolts back in place and pinched down. The book spec says 22 to 24 foot-pounds. So I'm starting off with 20 foot-pounds. I'll do all in the sequence that the book says. Then I'll drop up to 22 and do it again. So I've got a book with me now. So it's number 1 is the back, that's it. Number 2 is the opposite corner. It. Now remember, this is only 20 foot-pounds. And 3 is this back corner. There she goes. 4 is the opposite top corner. Number 5 is this corner. 6. 7. And finally 8. And then I'll repeat that then at 23 foot-pounds I'll do. So this again is number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Is it? Number 5. 6. 7. And finally 8. There we go. Right, they're all chalked up. I've got to put the cam chain tensioner bolt back in, reset the valves, which you've seen me do anyway. I filled the tappet baths, and then it should be good for the casing back on the top. I'll bring you back in for that once I've done the valve adjustments. Let's hope. Right, so I've got to rebuild the carbs, exhaust, everything else back on, but I think we'll call it quits for this episode. I'll just grab you off a tripod. Right, so I think we'll call it quits for now. I'll put the carbs and everything back on in the meantime, and then once that's done, the next video then we'll be getting ready. Right, peace out people, gonna call it quits on that. Sorry about the bit shaky, but yeah, we got there. Bit of a pain getting that timing sprocket lined up, but hopefully now, I gotta put the frame carrier back on and everything, but that's it. I'm going to call it done for that episode. Thank you for watching, thank you for your kind comments. Please click like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.